Hello students, in this video I will explain the stanza 3rd from the poem Journey of the Magi written by T.S. Eliot. In the 3rd stanza, the speaker of the monologue says that all this was a long time ago. I remember one of the Magi, who is relating his experience of the journey which they undertook, which the Magi, 3 wise men from the east, undertook to pay homage to the infant Christ. He says that all this was a long time ago. This refers to the journey which they undertook to witness the birth of Christ. And he says that this journey was undertaken by us a long time ago. And now, at this age of life, I would do it again. I would like to go on such a journey again. Although on that journey, we had to face lots of hardship, and at times we missed the life of pleasure which we were used to. And throughout journey, they also gone through a conflict between the voice of reason and the call of spirit. The voice of reason kept ringing into their ears that this journey was folly, and call of spirit kept them going on. But as we found in the 2nd stanza, the end of the journey was satisfactory. So he is ready to do it again. He further says, but set down this. He asks his reader, set down means write it down or note it down. He asks his reader and listeners to note down the fact which is of more importance, that is the question, were we led all that way for birth or death? Whether they were taken on that way, taken to that place, whether to witness a birth or a death, whether they had gone there to see a birth or it was a death. There was a birth, certainly. They witnessed a birth, certainly, definitely they witnessed a birth there. We had evidence, we watched it, and no doubt, there was no doubt in that there was a birth, certainly. I had seen birth and death, but had thought they were different. I had the Magi, one of the Magi says that I had seen birth and death earlier also, but they were different. This birth, they were different from the birth which they had witnessed in Bethlehem. This birth was hard and bitter agony. How this birth was different from other birth and deaths? This birth was hard and bitter agony for us. This birth which they had witnessed, and to witness which birth, witness that birth, they had to travel a lot and they had to suffer a lot. That birth was hard and bitter agony. It was very painful for them, and it was as painful as death is. It was painful like death and our death. That birth was like our death. The birth of Christ marked the death of the old order, and the kings who belonged to that order. That is why it was so restless, disquieting for these Magi who were also kings. We returned to our places and post their journey. They returned to their places, these kingdoms. They came back to their palaces they came back to live the life of luxury again. These kingdoms but no longer at ease here, but they were no longer at ease there as the but no longer at ease. They were not comfortable again, back again in their kingdoms. In the old dispensation, in the old life, old ways of life which they were used to live before going to that journey, before undertaking that journey, and after witnessing the birth of Christ. In the old dispensation, now they find themselves uncomfortable with an alien people, and now they feel they are among some alien. They are among some alien, strange people clutching their goats. Some strange people clinging to their goats. So no longer the speaker, the Magi, share the beliefs of his subjects, their people. That is why he considers them as strange alien people. I should be glad of another death. Now they find themselves not at peace, very uncomfortable, and so he is willing to witness another death. He wants to have to witness experience another death, and that death is of his own, since he is no longer at ease in his kingdom. So this was the explanation of the poem Journey of the Magi. As I told you earlier, the poem is an allegory and it can be read, studied at 3 levels. There are 3 layers of meaning in this poem. First, the poem depicts the actual journey of the Magi. Secondly, it is also the poet's journey from doubt to faith while his conversion to Anglicanism, because 1 year before writing this poem, Eliot has converted to Anglicanism, and it is also a journey of any individual in spiritual quest. This is the explanation of the poem Journey of the Magi. Thank you.